Hi everybody, it's me, Pastor Ashley, and I wanted to jump on here quick and talk to you guys about what the new Alberta restrictions that have been put in place mean for in-person children's ministry here at Trinity Baptist Church. We already have a CFM Safe Reopening Plan, and that's a resource that you can read on our website. If you click on Ministries and then on Children's Ministry, there's a PDF there of this document that you can read. If you haven't read it already, it's a great place to start. Because we have this document in place already, we know that everything we're following in here is already covered by the new restrictions that the Alberta government has put in place. But there are two quick things I just wanted to talk to you guys about in case there's any questions or confusion surrounding them. In the new restrictions that the Alberta government has put in place, they mention cohorting for children in elementary school. Our CFM ministry is already set up basically with cohorts. Trinity Tots exists as one cohort that's ages 12 months to 4 years old. Trinity Kids, kindergarten to grade 4, is another cohort. And Trinity Edge, which is grade 5 to 6, is another cohort. The next thing I wanted to talk about was masks. So we've been following the Elk Island Public Schools guidelines that require that children kindergarten all the way up are wearing masks, as well as the teachers. So our CFM team members are committed to wearing masks. And we ask the children in that age category come to church on Sunday morning with a mask as well. In Trinity Tots, we're following the guidelines that the Alberta government has in place for preschools and childcare centers, as well as the municipal guidelines that are put in place for mandatory face coverings. Now, in the municipal guidelines, it says that children ages 2 and under do not have to wear any face coverings. And in the provincial guidelines for preschools, which would be ages 3 and 4, the restrictions say that children also in that age category do not need to be wearing a face mask while in childcare. All of our CFM team members will be wearing a mask, and we ask that any parents who come into our programming on Sunday mornings be wearing a mask as well. But for that ages 3 and 4, though the municipal guidelines do say that children ages 3 and older be wearing a mask, they do have some exemptions that are worth noting. One of them is an exemption for persons who are unable to place, use, or remove a face covering without assistance. And often that applies to our children ages 3 and 4. So we're going to recommend that if your child is comfortable wearing a mask and it's something that you and as a family are comfortable doing, that it's a great idea to do that in our children's ministry on Sunday morning. But not every child falls into that category, and so we won't make it mandatory that children ages 3 and 4 be wearing a mask on Sunday morning when they come to in-person programming. If you have any more questions about that, please contact me at my email address or give me a call here at the church. And now I want to talk to you about some things that you'll notice right away are changes because of the restrictions that the Alberta government has just put in place. The first one is registering for tickets. We have a cap now on how many people are able to attend in person on a Sunday morning. And that doesn't mean that there's such a small amount of tickets that you should just make the decision to stay home and let someone else have the ticket. So if you go onto our website, onto the events page of our website, you will find tickets there that you can register for to be at church this coming Sunday, as well as Sundays to come. Typically, you'll have about 10 days to register for tickets to come in person on a Sunday morning. If you are looking for tickets to attend on October 17th, those tickets will typically be available for you to register for on October 7th. You'll also notice that I've circled the number 13. With children's ministry, we will need you to register tickets for your children to come in person as well. And if you could have your children registered by the 13th, it will be very helpful to myself and the other CFM team members so that we can plan adequately for the upcoming Sunday when your children are with us. Secure check-ins for Trinity Tots will still happen, but with pre-registering, I'm able to actually do a lot of the checking in for older children as well as Trinity Tots before Sunday morning. So when you arrive, Trinity Tots can go straight to their classroom. Tags will already be printed for them, and we can go through the secure check-in process as you leave them at their classroom. But for Trinity Kids, they go into the sanctuary with you at the beginning of the service and are dismissed after the children's moment. So not only will it cut down on congestion in the morning with checking in, but it will also remove a shared touch surface. Another thing that we're going to need to be prepared for this year is for CFM team members to get sick or for whatever other reason be unable to make it to their posted position on a Sunday morning. So if you show up for church on a Sunday morning and you find that that class is actually closed, it's because we're not always able to find a last-minute substitute to fill that spot, particularly under these new restrictions and in the situation that we're all in with the pandemic. We will work very hard as a CFM team to communicate really well to make sure that this happens as little as possible. But it is something that we maybe just need to be flexible and anticipate may happen. So what are some things that you as a family can do that can help our in-person children's ministry run really smoothly? The first is to register your children, as I mentioned before, as early as possible. The next is to participate in some verbal health screening to make sure that nobody has any symptoms that would keep them from being able to attend on a Sunday morning. And if you just go through the questions and make sure that everybody's healthy and ready to go, we would really appreciate it. And of course, if anybody is feeling sick, please stay home. Remember that the service will always be live streamed, and I'll also post videos each week on our YouTube channel that pair really nicely with whatever the lesson is that we did in person on a Sunday morning. We'll do that once a month for Trinity Tots, we'll do it once a week for Trinity Kids, and we'll do it once a week for Trinity Edge as well. You may be interested in signing up to be a last-minute substitute teacher for in-person children's ministry. We like to call them our CFM superheroes. So if you'd like to have more information about that and what that would look like, just get in contact with me and I'll make sure that you get some more info. There are still a couple of things that you can do to stay in touch and stay connected, whether you're able to return in person or not. I will have, upon request, I will make available resources that are activities that you can do with your children that pair with the lessons that are being done in person on Sunday mornings. So give me a call or an email and let me know if that's something that your family would be able to benefit from. As well, we now have the Family Resource Library here at Trinity Baptist Church downstairs in the CFM foyer. It is a collection of parenting books and children's books, all kinds of things that are down there. Our office hours here at the church are from 9 until noon. So if you wanted to come in and use that library, please just give us a call here to the church office or send us an email and we'll be able to let you know if there's already a rental using that space or whether it's open for you to come and use what you want with your family. You're welcome to take books with you, and if you want to return them, we have a basket that you can put them back in. But if you needed to have them, we want you to have them and you can just hang on to them. That's fine too. Our Trinity Edge group will still plan to have once a month events that you can register for. So keep your ear to the ground with all of our regular communication channels so that you know what events are coming up that you can register your grade 5-6 student for. This upcoming Sunday for our Trinity Kids Kickoff, we will plan to continue to have our outdoor carnival with different activity stations, and make sure that you get tickets for this upcoming Sunday. Remember that the older children, kindergarten and up, will start in the sanctuary, and we'll all be going outside after I dismiss everyone with the children's moment. So make sure that children ages 3 and up especially all have clothes to go outside. We never know what the weather is going to throw at us here in Alberta, so it's looking like it's going to be a sunny day, but just in case, make sure that they've got the right kind of footwear, jacket, and maybe some little gloves for their hands or a toque for their head. I'm really looking forward to being able to see as many of you as possible on Sunday morning, and I'm looking forward to what God has in store for us in this ministry season. I would love to get in touch with you. Send me an email, give me a phone call, and hopefully I will be able to touch base with you and your family soon and hear all about what God's been doing in your lives over these last few weeks, and I look forward to the days and weeks to come when we can be together again. God bless you, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, everybody.